without taking a lot of time, because the wait has been too long, I'd love to invite Madam Lucy to come and explain to us why we are here, what we are doing, and where we are moving to, and what will be there for us after this. Thank you.
How are you? Fine. We apologize once again. We were here on time, but we were just stranded. We are very new here, but at least we are here to accomplish the objective of the day. Thank you for accepting our apology. Now, we are the Kenya Cultural Center. I am here to explain what we are doing here. Before that, let me inform you about us, who we are. The Kenya Cultural Center is under the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and the Sports. That is the Cabinet Secretary, So we are mandated to provide for performance of music, drama and dance. We also provide for exhibitions and hold meetings that are related to the creative and cultural art industry. That's why kuna mwenyashe kwa Kenya National Theatre. We have the main auditorium, we have several spaces. So here, if you have you want to stage a performance, we have the spaces. We have the main auditorium, ukumbi mdogo. We also have the Tete Gallery for visual arts. Now, to assist us in fulfilling the mandate of providing for performance of music, drama, and dance, we provide programs that build the capacity of artists to utilize the spaces that we have. But again, we are not limited to Nairobi. Now, one of the programs that we do to build the capacity of artists is Poetry After Lunch that my colleague has mentioned. We call it Poetry After Lunch because mainly it's about spoken word poetry, but we are not limited to poetry. Because again, if you want to do a performance that is spoken word poetry, you will need some music, some dancers, you see. But mainly it's the spoken word poetry. But we find a way of infusing other forms of arts. Now, Poetry After Lunch is in 10 counties so far. We started in in Nakuru, Kisumu, Kakamega, Busia. We've gone to Mombasa, Kilifi, Narok, and now we are here. Poetry After Lunch is a platform that is designed to support and nurture talent. And that is why every Thursday at the Kenya National Theatre, we offer a space where artists meet. He is the talent development officer, and there are other officers. So as the artists perform, we can spot a talent, we find a way of nurturing the talent, find collaborations with them, and eventually they can use our spaces or any other space just to make sure they earn a decent living from their arts. Are we together to that point, yeah? Yes. Now, it is through PAL that we are here, because we have PAL Narok, although bado haijashika vizuri. We just wanted to establish the artists wenye tunaweza work na wao to nurture their talent. Already I know you are established poets, but huwezi fika mwisho wa training. Okay? Now we needed to ensure that PAL Narok is good enough to support artists like we do in Nairobi and in all other settlements. Okay, so we partnered with Ignite Culture program that mainly aims at developing the creative and cultural art industry. We have partnered with them to do the Poetry Theatre Development Project, and that is what brings us here. Poetry Theatre Development Project. Now, it is not, that's why there is theatre, not just poetry, because theatre brings along the music, the theatre part of your performance, every other forms of art. So haikuwa tu poetry. So it's Poetry Theatre Development Project. Now, for Poetry Theatre Development Project, it's going to take like 10 months because itamalizikia in December. We'll start with the different activities. And the first activity is what we are doing today, the training needs assessment. Through the program, we are going to train 10 artists from Narok County. But now, from Lodwar. Sorry, we've been to Narok. Sorry, Lodwar. But we cannot train you if we don't understand your needs. Your needs are very unique to to the needs of other counties. So we need to collect that data. That data will be used to develop a poetry theatre curriculum. The poetry theatre curriculum, itakuwa accredited with the TVET CEDA that accredits like the other TVETs. So the certificate is not just certificate of participation, it's a certificate and imeaccreditiwa. So we are going through this process through the guidance of the TVET CEDA. Ndio to make sure ukipewa hiyo certificate ni kama umepewa ile yenye ukifanya engineering za TVET. It's a short course, ni short course. Okay? So we need to collect your needs to assist us in developing the curriculum. So after the curriculum is developed, we are going to send an application for interested applicants when you wanataka kuwa trained. The application will have all the details that will guide you in filling everything that is required for you to be involved in the project. But mainly it's just training artists to stage a full-length performance, one that can be ticketed and one that can make sure you earn a decent living from your art. That is the baseline of all this. Now, to help us achieve this, we will select 10 artists from Lodwar. After we send the application, everyone is eligible, provided you are an artist. Of course, kutakuwa na guidelines that tutatuma through the county. Once you have applied, we are going to select at least 30. Then 30 or 20 to 30. Then we are going to come back again, do some auditions. Because again, we need to understand you and if you're well suited for the project. Isikuwe tuna waste. We really need to have a productive engagement with you people. So after we have selected the artist, there will be 3 months online training. The 3 months online training, we are working with the county to make sure that you have a physical space where you can work from. The trainer, we are going to facilitate the process just to make sure you learn. Then after the 3 months, we are going to invite you to the Kenya National Theatre for the physical training. Through the physical training, we are going to collaborate with other artists now when you are metoka the other county. So in total, you'll be 110 artists. We are going to engage experts in the field, but remember the fields will be determined by the TVET CEDA organization. You want to show what we have collected from you, the experts that we are supposed to engage. Okay, so you collaborate, you stage the performances. The performances will be ticketed. That is for the 1 month. If you decide to do it on your own, well and good, but you'll get the training. If you decide to collaborate with the artists at the center, the Kenya Cultural Center, then it is okay. But we are going to provide the guidance. The expert will be there. Everyone, marketing, branding, it will be there, it will be provided, depending on your needs, depending on how the curriculum will guide us. Then after that, finally, you'll be required to stage a homecoming performance here in Lodwar, just to showcase what you've been trained on. Again, we have just selected 10 artists and I can see you. You guys are very organized. That is so good. So we just want to make sure that you can stage a full-length performance that will help you, as I've said, earn a decent living just from your art. Okay, so that will be the end of it, but we will encourage the artists that will be trained to collaborate with other artists to build the capacity of artists in law.